This is already planted. The other peach at the end here.
Hello from our land in Alentejo, Portugal. Today we are planting the last 2 trees that we have to plant on our orchard slope. We bought 6 trees thanks to our Patreon members Carissa, Sherry, Christine and Olivier, Meg, and Camille. And so today we're planting the last 2 of those 6. So yesterday we planted which trees?
A pear, conference pear, plum, the Reine Claude, I don't know in English, and 2 peaches, including one that's the flat ones that is really yummy. So 4 trees, yeah. And cool. Today we have mulberry, a very small mulberry,
and a fig.
And a fig, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we're working on.
So that's the first version of the layout that I did to know where we plant what. And now that the swales are done, it's evolving a little bit because we have a bit more space than expected, so we can plant a bit more trees. But basically the species that we're gonna plant are figs, apricots, mulberries, peach, plum, kaki persimmon. We have already a nectarine and a pear. So those are the fruits, and this is the layout at the moment. So this is what we have now, like already planted. A fig on swale 1, that's from top to bottom. Peach, fig, plum, peach. Here we have an oak, a baby oak that we show that we're gonna let grow. It's at the end of the swale. And here we already had the nectarine at the and the apricot, and we planted the pear. So that's the state of the swales of the slope at the moment.
And today we're planting the mulberry and the fig. So
yeah.
Where are we going to
So fig and mulberry.
Okay, so first.
Yeah, so one thought was that the mulberry can grow into a very big and tall tree, depending on how we prune or not. Potentially it can grow as a very big tree. So I wanted to have it at this end, at this corner, because in summer the sun comes from here, from the south. So if we have to start basically the direction of the sun, if at the start we have a big tree, it's gonna help shading the other trees when the sun is the strongest and the climate is the driest, with the least amount of moisture. To think about how it can look like next year, but also in 5 years and in 10 years and in 20 years, and try to find the best compromise, the smartest way to do it. That's a bit the idea. The way it's designed, it's basically to plant 1 tree every 6 meters, which gives us exactly 5 trees per swale. So we have a total of 30 trees to plant. We had 3 ones already here, and we have this oak tree at the end of the 3rd swale that of course we let grow and don't plant. So that's how much did I say? 3, 4, so that's 26 trees to buy and plant basically. Yeah.
This is the line that we're going to plant the new trees, and down there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll meet you there.
Action.
So when we're digging all the way down to where the level of the ditch is.
Take out the big rocks. So here we bring some manure that our neighbor kindly offered us. We talked about it, about how manure is good to plant trees and for everything basically. It's like black gold. And he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna bring you some if you want. And I was like, yeah, sure. And the other day he arrived with a full carrinha, so a full 2 or 3 cubic meters of really, really good quality manure that's probably been sitting on his farm for months and months and months. So it's like just perfect. So that's what we have. And the other thing that we start to do is this. It's the Barbary Fig.
So here's our huge Barbary figs. This one is not looking nice though.
Yeah,
See
this.
how withered,
Yeah,
like thin it is.
yeah.
Whereas if you look at this, it's thick. So I think it's pretty common knowledge that cacti are filled with water. So the thought process is that you take one of these paddles, and we are cutting it up into small chunks, and inside it's so full of water that you place it at the base of where you're planting, and that helps hydrate the tree, and also it encourages the roots to grow down and out to reach the water. So it's a great thing to add in when you're planting. And yeah, we saw something about it on Instagram, and then our friend Luis sent us a different thing about it, and so it just keeps popping up. And we can just take a paddle, maybe. Thankfully these don't have too many thorns, so but we still want to be careful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So we got that, and then we'll take that over, we'll chop it up and place it into the hole of the trees that we're planting.
The two places where we saw that technique being shown lately was Aldeia do Val, who is a permaculture farm in Portugal. I think they are more North Portugal. Really interesting. We saw that thanks to our friend Luis. Thank you, Luis. And the other one was The Natural Farmer. I love his channel. It's on YouTube. I love what he does. It's a guy who has a piece of land in Sicily, and he's applying permaculture principle on his land, creating ponds, doing everything he can for biodiversity. And so just a few weeks ago he made this whole video about that technique. Super interesting. I really recommend it. Feel free to check what he does. It's really, really good. So yeah, we want to try that technique now on our land because it makes so much sense, and it allows us probably to spend more time planting more trees and less time irrigating the trees. So we are always trying to think about that, how we basically can be in a way as lazy as possible, just to have the least amount of maintenance possible so that we can achieve more in more areas of the land. just added to the layout, to the drawing. We just did one fig and one mulberry. So that's our orchard so far.
And thanks again for all of you who have supported us on Patreon and who have allowed us to get trees so far.
For all the other trees, we plan to buy them in a nursery that we found in southwest Portugal near Monchique. It's apparently a great nursery. It's been recommended by several people. They have so many different fruit trees with many cultivars for every fruit tree. So we just really want to go there, check what they have, and get the remaining trees there. So it's gonna be still about 20 trees more to plant, and we want to get them there. Yeah, a project like that, it can last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years potentially. And we know how important it is to select the trees according to our climate, which is very specific and also challenging. So the more it goes, the more we want to choose not only the fruit tree, but which cultivar, to know that this cultivar is going to be adapted to our climate, resist drought, resist heat, and just produce a lot of fruit. A lot of fruit.
Yeah, we don't need a lot of food.
So yeah.
Cool. It looks so good. You wanna tell us what you did?
So I just planted that bottom swale with, from the left to the right, rosemary, pomegranate, lavender stochas, which is the local one, myrtle, Myrtus communis, thyme, rosemary again, sage, lavender, another pomegranate tree, and a thyme to finish.
Wow. So cool, huh?
Yeah, if it works.
It looks so good. Miki, what do you think?
I've
That's
added
good,
some
huh?
of the manure in it, some of the terreau, and I'm gonna, maybe today or tomorrow, I'm gonna try to find some more tall grass and really cover it with mulch.
Fantastic.
And if it works, it's gonna be really cool.